like I say, I downloaded more programs, and if we're in educations, only Scratch is coming up. So anyway, let's see if I hit that up. Uh, I'm sure when I look in the computer, it's going those programs talk Spain. So so you have a list like that. So they have tons of programs here that you can put in an actual computer if you really want to do a full system. You can get Blender. I mean, if you go on the graphics, you can get Blender. You can get Inkscape. GIMP is pretty good. VLC, Calibre. I mean, they have tons of programs, over hundreds of programs. See, this is one of TuxPaint. That's one of them. I put it in already. I don't know. I think it's trying to go to. I don't know why he's doing that, but I already have that program, so I don't know why. So this is one of them that I use. I don't know if it's trying to go to the internet, but it shouldn't work because this is offline. I'm doing through a offline router. I'm having problems doing a remote session through my regular router, but this one works, so I keep it like that. I should be slap again. Make it work. So yeah, okay, I was expecting that. All right, so but you get the idea. I mean, there's tons of programs that you can do here. I mean, you have under under programming, there's Python, there's I mean for graphics, you got like hundreds, you got G plus plus, you got Python, you got I mean, you can I mean with this operating system, I mean you can have a full computer, like you don't need Windows pretty much. With this computer, you don't need it. I'm telling you, you got like over hundreds of programs for free. Whereas in Windows, you have to pay for every little thing. I remember since they came out in the 90s, since Windows 3.1, they ripped me off over decades for Word and Excel. Every time they change and change and change. But at least if they change it and you keep it, you pay and paying every time. I mean, how many times I mean, they make money over the years with me for decades. So I got tired, fed up. So when Google came out with the Google Word and Google Excel and all that stuff, so I used theirs, and now with this Mint, it's pretty good. You have Cali Office Libre here. You got all these things for writing, for calculator, for you got why pay? I mean, I don't see the reason. Why should I keep paying them? And the other thing is like I notice is now the schools they're trying to push with the other Apple products, which are limited in a way. You cannot put more RAM. They're trying to do everything cloud, and I don't agree with like hardware being limited. Like I should be able to put more space. You know, why should I pay for that or change my battery? So that's something that they're fighting, I think, in court for the right to fix. I mean, even for cars, like Tesla, the right to fix. You can't fix them unless you go through. I mean, you should be able to repair yourself. Why? I mean, if I pay for something, I should be able to repair it and do whatever I want. If I want to break it, should be able to break it and fix it. You know, if I break it, not everything lasts forever. In electronics, you connect back or something or blow a dial, I should be able to go in there and fix it. But anyway, that's another topic. But with this, I mean, you can do spreadsheets, presentations, I mean, all for free. And I don't have to keep paying Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft, I mean, they're good and everything, but you know what? It gets to a point like for every decade, they keep changing things and making you pay. And it's ridiculous. At least if you pay once, I should be able to use it for several years. But every decade they keep changing it. It never. I mean, with this, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You don't have to go back to them. I mean, you can do your writing here, and if you want to really use Word or something, you go as file, save as, and save as their extension, and then you should be fine. You know. So so here you go with the this is their extension, but you can save as a extension for Windows Docs, and you can save for Word 97 2003. See, um, um, okay, so that's up to you, but definitely this program has a lot to offer. I mean, Linux, and it feels like Windows. It's not like you have to do commands, I mean, you learn it eventually, but to do like just a PC for browsing is excellent. And to do like presentations and stuff like that, it's free. Impress. I think this is for presentation. And I don't see the reason why I should go back to. I mean, I haven't been using for years now Microsoft Word because I went to Google and put Google Docs. Say I'm not paying no more. That's it. Do whatever you want, but I'm not paying. And then when they came out with Windows 10, they have a lot of in the background. They were getting a lot of information from you. I blocked them though, but still, Windows 10 came out, but no Word, no Excel. And this operating system comes with everything you need. You can download GIMP for graphics, which is pretty good game for doing the graphics. If you need to draw something or manipulate images, and then you got Blender to do 3D if you need to do some 3D, so you don't have to pay for SolidWorks or Sketch. Sketch they give you some free thing online, but you never own it. Like it feels like you leave it there. If you don't continue with them, you cannot bring it anywhere. But here, you have your PC and your desktop. You create something, it stays with you, and then you do whatever you want. That's you can do VirtualBox. You can do see Blender. You have 3D modeler here. That's this one is even better than SolidWorks, and you got FreeCAD. You got FreeCAD. You got tons of programs that they're free. And you got TuxPaint, you got Tux Typer, which is for typing, and they have other programs for typing. I mean, I can show you here. They have, I mean, the amount of programs there are here with Linux Mint, it's amazing. It's like if my computer, I have another laptop, but this laptop I already have set up a lot of things, so I don't want to change it. But if I have to go, it's running on Windows 10. But if I have to check and change it, I will change to Linux Mint because they have everything that I pretty much use nowadays. Blender, Inkscape, GIMP. I use that. I use FreeCAD. I use TuxPaint. I use Tux Typing, TuxMath. I mean, look at the amount of programs that you have in here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right? Yes, unbelievable. And you have tons of programs that you can use for free. And I mean, this amount of programs available now, and it's not like you got to do commands. This it feels like Windows. If you use Windows your whole life, this is no brainer. I mean, look at this. This amount. Look all these programs. Look the amount of programs you get in this on Linux. I mean, Linux, man. I mean, there's a no brainer. I mean, this computer I changed from. It was a Chromebook, and it comes with the Google operating system. It was only good for checking the email and doing some. You were tied to their system. I don't like to be tied to systems. I mean, it's okay. I mean, to an extent. So by me converting to this, I have more options. That's what I'm saying. Options. I mean, who doesn't like options? All right. So we are looking at that. You have calculator. I mean, you got tons of. I mean, you got WhatsApp. You can do it. Skype, Spotify. I mean, you got everything. Everything that you can need for do something, you can get it here. I mean, you don't have to pay. Look, you got even Arduino. You can program Arduino through Octave. That's another program, Octave for math. Look at that. I mean, this Octave you compare to MATLAB. MATLAB, the student version is like 125 or 200 or $300. I can't afford that. So, but what I'm saying is like even if you buy it over the over the time, it feels like they taking away from you so much because you create something and then the next version you can bring it in because they upgrade something and then you have to pay it again and again, and that's where it yes, I get like that. I don't want to do that. All right, so let's see how we get here. So you got Scratch. I mean, you got tons of programs here. You can experiment yourself. But the ones that I'm using for now, I mean, for this machine, I got TalkSpain. I show you already. I got it from there. So this is where you get it once you're connected online. You click in the corner, and it pretty much does the downloading for you. It does the installation. It feels like Windows. You don't. I mean, it's not like you got to put sudo and all this other stuff. You know that It feels like Windows. I mean, try it. It's unbelievable. I mean, they came out a long way from where they used to be. You got game. I mean, for games, the amount of games you get here. I mean, I downloaded this one. It's check, but I don't know why it's not showing here when I do the remote session. But I know it's in the computer. I got Super Talks. This one my daughter likes to play. Where's okay, so it's somewhere here. So mainly I've been doing talks typing, talks type. Let's see if you can launch. I knew it's there. See, launch. I don't know if it has to be connected to the network in order to make it work. Because I don't see in the regular programs. Maybe it has to be connected. Anyway, but it's there. So that's for typing. They have another one for typing, which you just gotta go slow and Frogato. I was playing Frogato too. Frogato. They got what else? They got the Eiston chess, and I know it's in the system, but it's not showing. I'm not. I don't know the reason why, but we'll see. At this point, we are going to move out, and so you just pick the program, click install, like this one. If you want to remove, you remove, but I'm not going to remove that. So you got Pac-Man there, kind of like Pac-Man. So I don't want to overload this computer with a lot of programs. But if you need it, you can go ahead. You got a more powerful system. Like this one is a dual core. I mean, just for navigating and doing some basic things, it's good enough. For doing Skype for school, or if you're doing some WhatsApp, some drawing. I mean, I don't want to overload, but if you want the science and education, they got a lot of programs there too. That this one, flexible touch typing tutor, you can put in there and it shows you how to place the fingers on the in the keyboard to speed it up. You got, I mean, you got tons of programs here that you have. You can actually, I got Scratch. Everything that has a check, it's installed in this PC. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's up to you how much programs you want to put it in. But basically, you select that, and then over here it says install. If you connect it to the network, it does the install, and then you get it here in this menu over here. And then that's it. You're good to go. You use it. It feels like Windows. If you could see, I mean, there's nothing hard about this system. So go for it. I'm gonna stop at that, and I'll catch you next time. So I'm gonna keep this system like that for Linux, and I'm out. See you next time. Thank you for watching.